Greetings and welcome back to Drassier TMD. My name is Drassier and you're watching Space Engineer Survival with a floating unknown signal in a tree. So yeah, not necessarily the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but certainly weird. See what we get from it. It'll be magical, right? Very magical. Rainbow magical. Well, anywho. So I'm actually getting it. Well, no, now I'm crashing into it. I'm actually getting a little bit ahead of myself. Let's see, Oasis Lake is over there. So we're not going to head back to base just yet. I want to tell you really quick. In fact, no, let's just wind back the clock just a little bit, and myself will explain a little bit, and then we'll get back to me. So yeah, got a little bit carried away, just a little bit. Ended up building more of it, plus storage, plus colored it a little bit. Sorry. So I'm actually going to test this really quick. First of all, to see if this is enough power it, drills, and also to see if I can drill out the first pass in order to get the rest of the drills on, because there's actually supposed to be 4 drills. If there's more drills, I can drill faster, or turn faster. So we're actually going to set up some sort of control system. We may as well set it up here, I suppose. Let's see. Probably don't have any kind of control on here, so let's go ahead and add one. Buttons. Buttons. Who's got the buttons? Let's change it to a different color, shall we? Let's go ahead and do it standard gray for now. Thank you, build and repair. These shall become drills. Advanced rotor shall be renamed slightly. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll set those up so that the drills just need to go on and off. This will need to turn ever so slightly. Turn the velocity up to 0.5. Yeah, that's pretty fast. That down to 0.05. Let's leave the rotor lock on for now. And let's see if we can add more drills. May as well add them in the color we want them this time. Not quite enough. I thought maybe that it would have raised up a bit, but oh, there's one. Nope, not able. Okay, that's fine. Let's actually go ahead and just get those spinning, shall we? Just get rid of that. Back into here. Where's the button panel? There we go. I want setup actions. I want you to go to lock on and off. Drills on and off. Let's see the pistons. This is where it's going to get fun. Velocity minus 0.003. Okay. We're going to have those be pistons. Oops. Drill. Save. We go back to this one, button panel, setup actions, oops, distance drill, extend, retract. There we go. Should be everything we need. Let's go ahead and take the rotor lock off by pressing this button. Oh. Try this. Pistons. The pistons are sharing inertia tensor, but the rotor head is not. We don't want the rotor head to do that. Drills. Drilling. Go ahead and turn the speed on the advanced rotor up to 0.1. Oh my. This is going to fill up in no time. Well, I think I know what we can do now. Let's see, where's the 3 as assembler? It's 8. Oxygen generator. Make it standard grey for now. Makes me wonder how long I had the webcam off. Must have pressed a button that switched it, but oh well. Ooh. Owl gloves. Yay. I was about to reverse, and then I realized I had parked the hummingbird in the way. That wouldn't have been good at all. Okay, yeah, so you saw that I have obviously done a few things. Well, since the time of that recording, I may have done quite a bit more. Just a little bit. Some of it includes I've started colouring the Viatorium. And the reason I did that is because I was colouring the hummingbird in my colours. So it's the black and silver with the blue, yellow, red that I seem to have adopted for the channel art so far. Plus more power. Plus yeah, so kind of went a little bit overboard. So much so, in fact, that the sun is now going down. So I figured I'd show these to you quickly before the sun went down. Oh, and actually, there's a lot to show you on the Viatorium. So I replaced this stuff as I told you I would. Some of the gantry with the vanilla stuff. I also went ahead and removed the heavy armor plating that was here and used light instead to further reduce the Viatorum's weight while empty. I don't know that that will really help with the overall Klang issues I've been having, but you know, maybe it'll do something. So the Viatorum is a little bit lighter. Oh, there's actually a few pieces like here that I haven't got to yet because I was kind of going back and forth on doing different projects. Oh, something really fascinating happened whilst I was rebuilding the Viatorum and doing new things. I got this gantry thing here. Oh, this is really cool. I've got a light system now. That is exactly what I said I was going to do. It's a small grid coming off of a large grid with lights that are actually just about powerful enough to reach the ground, so that's kind of cool. Unless maybe I did add a mod to make the lights more effective, I can't remember. But there is one that does that, so that's kind of cool too. One at the front here, so there's one that comes in the middle. These two hit the sides. Actually, when the sun goes down, I'll be able to show you those properly. What else? What else? Oh, at the front, yeah. So you see how I've got these thrusters here? So they're supposed to be 4 here as well. Whilst I was redoing the front, I accidentally broke down these blocks underneath on the other side. Broke the pieces down underneath these thrusters, which are not attached anywhere else. So when I broke those down, those 2 thrusters shifted and clanged out pretty hard, and it destroyed them, it destroyed the 2 above, and it broke a huge piece off of here. And it made me wonder, what if when these got hit, it wasn't so much that this got hit and knocked off, most of the damage that was done was actually these clanging out and blowing up when we've struck something. I don't know if that's true. I didn't see the front of it when it happened, but that's my guess. Also, I'm noticing now that the wheels on this side are higher than the wheels on this side because these ones are new and I haven't adjusted the settings on those. I'll have to do that at some point. Oh, I have to change the save because... No, this is episode 30 because, let's see, I did 28, had enough left over for 29, and now this is episode 30. Which are all being recorded in rapid succession. Like I said, I wanted to get a bunch done so I could show you guys. So sorry this one's turning out to be a bit of a show and tell, but I just got back into it and was like, I can't stop building, and didn't record some of it. So this I've changed. It used to be you could go straight through to the bridge, but I've decided to make it, this is kind of like an entrance-ish type thing, or just at least a way you can get out here. You can move across. It's kind of like a service way. Down to here, maybe put some more there, I don't know. Service way, which was here before. I moved some of this stuff around. There's these sort of plates that go across. Now you can go to the window and be like, ooh, ah, and all that stuff. These come straight down here. So this is kind of going to be, whoops, a service way down here, but I haven't decided what to do exactly with this. I kind of wanted to put some stairs down here, but I can't figure out a way to have stairs that come down here and then kind of go this way without coming out even further, which would intersect with the wheels. Not a big deal. I'll figure something out at some point. This one needs to be replaced. This is still one of Xiao stools. Good thing I didn't remove the mod yet. This is a problem. Not really, because it's not going to hurt anything for it to be here, but if this was real and I was around here while this engine was going, I'd get sucked into this thing and be like and that would be bad. That'd be very, very bad. Very, very bad. Thrusters on the back. What else? I think it's about it for the most part. I do want to recolor the Viatorum, which is partly why I started doing this. Then I realized I have to paint the entire grid if I want to do it in black with silver highlights. And then these are my channel colors at the moment. The blue, the yellow, and the red. There's a bit of a story behind that, but it's kind of involved and you probably don't want to hear it right now, so... Don't worry about that. However, today, right now, this is what I want to do. I want to set these drills going, and I want to drill out this big hole. Drills on. And then I need to actually check the pistons because I need to make sure I have them on the right speed. So minus 0.003, okay. And then when I hit extend, it should very slowly start extending outwards. Maybe? Be loud over here. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and find that unknown signal while we're at it. Ah, nothing this time. Oh well. Alright, back to the Viatorum and the ice mining hydrogen thing. So the reason I'm drilling out this ice, obviously I want the ice, I want the hydrogen, but I also figured since I'm drilling downwards, I may as well build part of the station that I'm going to be launching in the ground, not attached to the ground, or at least it will be initially, but it won't be at the end of it all. But just to have a space so I can kind of drop it down a little bit, and then I'm going to launch right from here. I'm going to build it out and up, and well, you'll see. I have a plan. I've always wanted to kind of start with a core of like refineries. And I think I can set up in a way that I can do refineries with assemblers in the middle, kind of going down and then back up into the main body of like a station, so that it becomes a refining assembly station, as compact as I can possibly make it. And it'll be a kind of a ship too, because it'll need to move. But yeah. So I can't tell. I mean, I know these are going to be extending very slowly because I set it to do so, but that's really slow. Let's increase the speed, shall we? Distance, drill, velocity. Let's go 0.1. That's what? 3 times the speed? One thing I definitely don't want to do is run out of hydrogen right above that thing, because then I'll end up falling in and dying. Let's see, piston drills, velocity, time. Bump that up to 3. So 3 times faster again. It's kind of like the Richter scale. It's going faster each time, much faster. Oh, there you go. I can actually see it visibly lowering. The question is can it make a quarter turn before it's gone too far down? Seems to be doing okay. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the butter zone. And actually what I could do is I could probably increase the turning speed as well a little bit if I wanted to. Oh no, it seems to be doing okay. If it starts to get hung up though, that's where it's going to cause a problem, and that can happen if it's turning too fast. Man. Problems of mining. And this was a relatively quick setup, now that I've got the build and repair system running. But man, if I had to do this from scratch, I'd have to hook up the Viatorum to this base so it could pipe things through the various like storage containers and stuff, so that I could use the welders, the welders that actually attach to the base, to make everything, because man, it would take so long, especially with all these plates and stuff. Burying them back and forth by hand would be a nightmare. Oh, I need to check the space that we have. Oh, look at that, parkour, hardcore parkour. So this will be filling up. Yes, it is. That's not the problem, though. The problem is going to be these. Oh, goodness. Be careful. Will be these. That one's already full. Large. Okay, better shut down the drills. We're about to be full. Okay. Retract. Drills off. Okay, so that was an excellent experiment. It turns out that only dropping down this much gained us quite a significant portion of ice. Let's try again. Let's just actually type in ice this time. Whoops. Icer. So we've got lots of ice there. There's ice being fueled into the... Oh, there's still some in the drills. Yeah, we actually filled up all of those tanks. All of those, excuse me, here. Cargo. Yep. As I was talking, as I was going to do it, I filled these up. And it would have filled the drills up, which would have made the rig very, very heavy, which would have changed the dynamics of it quite drastically, which could have caused a huge problem. It's still spinning slowly, but it seems to be more stable than it was. That's nice. And it's very slowly going back up. Okay, so what we need to do then is potentially build this storage space out a bit more to accommodate all the ice at the very least, and then if it becomes necessary after that, also the hydrogen. The thing I'm going to be building is going to be pretty big, so we're probably going to have to build a few tanks. Okay, so what we're going to want to do... This will be the easiest way. If I just go... 1, 2... If that's now attached, and then I want to... Actually, is it going to reach there? Yes, it is. Cool. And then I'm going to change this to pink. And it's going to be pink all the way down. Or all the way up, depending on your point of view. And then we are going to add... if I can find the correct tab, there we go. Number... Actually, see, if we just have 5, we can scooch between both of them. So, well, let's be back to this one. And 1. And 2. 3. And there we go. Let's see, what do we have here that we're missing? Small steel tubes. Are we really out of those? We might actually be. I mean, it's been a while since we had to build anything. Let's go check the stores. Small steel tubes. Look at that. We are out. Production assemblers. Oh, that's something I wanted to check. The assemblers. There we go. Cooperative mode. Yes, we'll just set them both to cooperative mode. And then, let's see, production again. Then go for 1,000 small steel tubes. Hopefully it should divide it up between the two of them. But it does not seem to be doing that. This is number 15. This is 13. Okay, so let's do this. Control panel, let's have that one turn this one off. Then maybe we will get 15. Okay, now it's helping. Yeah, so if you turn them both on cooperative mode, it doesn't seem to work properly. See if it replenishes. It does. So it's going to keep moving things in to do while it's helping. Ah, there you go. Look at that. The build and repair system is taking the stuff and is moving it on. Moving it all up ons. Well, since we have enough to go on, and apparently we can keep just adding storage, let's get the drills going again. The drills on and extend. Now, of course, they're going to take a while to get back down to where they were, but better that way than breaking. Alright, so of course you guys have seen this before. You've seen drilling happening. I'm going to let this kind of run. I'm going to do some other little chores around the place, which I will show you what I did after the fact. Since it's sort of what I seem to be doing lately. And then we'll be ready to make a start on the actual project. Now when I get to it, what I'll do is I'll bring the drill back up, I'll dismantle the drill. These can stay where they are for now, but they'll probably have to be moved. That'll be tomorrow Dracia's problem. I'll have to take that arm down. I might even have to dismantle these and move them back a bit, but the build and repair system makes remodeling very, very easy, so we won't worry about it just yet. Oh, I wonder if I should put some batteries on here just to be storing up power. Could even do that, like under here, have a row of batteries. Yeah, it's all good. So yeah, I'll continue with this. I guess I'll let you know if anything exciting happens, but for now, it's just drilling. Really not much else to say about it. And of course, unknown signals. Rainbow helmet. Yeah, maybe I should just bite the bullet and wear the rainbow gear since I have so much of it now. Do I want to bother coming to get this now? It's the resources amount to very, very little, so let's not concern ourselves with it. Wow! It already filled up.
Energy low.
Energy. Oh, good. Something else. Okay. Here, let's just do this again. Drills. Tracked. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more storage space. I don't have nearly enough. I'm going to add a ton more storage areas. See, the thing is, I'm only interested in the ice at the moment. The problem is, once I start building, I'll have dismantled this. Maybe I'll build the launch system right above this. Just use this cross frame. And then if I have to, I can literally just drop the drills down and then drill out some more. Food for thought. Food for thought. I did say I was going to leave you and continue this on, but apparently I had more to babble about. Okay, so in the time it took me to build these things, because the build and repair system is too far away, to build these and get it all set up, getting about to add the LCD, how much storage is being taken up. I hit stone, actually got quite a bit of stone, and the storage is almost full again, so I was checking it anyway. Never got it done. At least it looks like we've vaguely got some sort of command system going on here, but not much of one. Oh man. Oh well. It's all good. It's all good. So I'm just going to wait for the drills to come back up. Doesn't matter if it takes a little while. I'm debating now whether or not to... The hydrogen we have here. going to take a while to fill up anyway. That's 6 tanks. The thing that I'm going to be building is going to be quite large. I don't know if 6 tanks is going to be enough to get it all the way into space. That's how big I'm talking about. Because what I'm planning on doing is making it... Oh, I nearly fell off the edge there. Making it so massive that it's going to take at least 4... Maybe it wouldn't take this many, but I'm going to use 4 large thrusters to lift off into space. There's obviously going to be some smaller ones for minor maneuvering, though given it's going to be so big it might actually have to be bigger thrusters, I don't know. Point being is that we're going to need a lot of hydrogen, potentially. And unfortunately the mathematics on it is worthless, because the thrusters say they put out X amount of force and they actually do... I can't remember if it's considerably more or less. I think it's more than what they should. That could also be a function of the settings, the game settings, but... well. Okay, so we did at the very least get a ton of ice, which we're going to need to convert into hydrogen, so that's good. I think we've got more than enough for what we need. What I was going to say was I think we should maybe add more H2O2 generators and tanks to put all that ice in. I don't know. Certainly if I put some more H2O2 generators in here, it won't hurt to help the process of generating the hydrogen in the first place. What might happen is they might exceed the amount of power I have, and that will become obvious immediately because the lights on, you see that blue light on the H2O2 generator? That will turn a psychedelic mishmash of blue, yellow, red. Basically it'll look like hypersonic when it's going. Since we have those there, let's go ahead and add tanks as well. Maybe not in pink though, because that wouldn't really do us any good. Ran out of small steel tubes again. Alright, I'm really going to leave you guys for a second while I get this done, because I've been babbling for... Okay, so yeah, I loaded in to see if I could maybe work a bit more on what I was doing, and I suddenly heard this massive clang noise, and then this started happening. Now I've seen this before. Specifically on... Look at the wheels turning. Oh, and the slowdown is real right now. I have seen this on... You know, we're going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to be reloading, so I may as well. Let's see, I think it's Alt F10. Yeah. And there was light. Just so we can see. Oh, tree. This happened to Amax. In fact, it was one of my favorite episodes because it was just so well done, so well executed. I love the music that went with it, and I mean, it was like clockwork. He'd do a certain thing and this would happen. I don't remember what exactly it was that he did that caused this, but somehow the Viatorum is trapped in some sort of spinning death cycle, and it's just... I mean, it was on a flat surface, it wasn't moving, it was parked, and out of nowhere, Klang is... Again, I wasn't doing anything this time, and Klang is just like, no toys for you. Oh, look at the wheels, look at the wheels! Phasing right through the chassis there. It's actually like ripping apart pieces of the ship, the Oh gosh, the slowdown is really bad now. Whatever is happening, it's accelerating and compounding itself because the slowdown's getting worse and worse. I don't even know if this is going to record properly because it's so bad. Now it says saved, but it's okay. We got a couple of chances to undo it. In fact, I'm going to just have to undo it. I can't even move hardly at all anymore. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that. I was going to come in and like work on a few things. In fact, you can see up there, I got started on something I was kind of planning, and it took me a bit of calculation to do it, which I did off game. And have some ideas for that. Oh. Man, it's just ripping the terrain apart as it's spinning around. Anyway, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the idea that I have up there, that wireframe, and I'm going to drop it down like I said I was going to in the first place. So I'm going to remove the drills, remove the drill piston system, remove that arch, and I'm going to start building the thing in the ground and then build it up to the point that I want to kind of show you where I'm going with it. And we'll get to that. But yeah, I figured you guys might enjoy the Klang. So the reason there's no sound right now is it started out as like I said, a big clang noise, and then all of a sudden it kind of stopped, and I looked over at my recording and the sound was like way into the red. Oh, I think whatever it's done, it's dropped it. Whatever was causing the problem has been destroyed by the look of it. And of course I got no way of knowing what it was because it's just, I mean, it's cored the Viatorum from stem to stern. Look at that. Absolutely wrecked it. Big pile of wheels. Some of them are all kind of phased into one another. Some serious clang, yo! 3 episodes! 3 episodes I've had. Well, did I have the last one? I can't remember, but enough to cause problems. Anyway, I'll be back with you guys once I got things loaded. Oh man. Alright, so now that the reload has temporarily banished Klang. Ah. Oh, it's because I was like, why do I look all red on my screen? It's because of the well, I guess it must be warm in here or something because my face does look red, but it was made worse by the pink coming off my screen. I'm gonna have to really do something about my lighting because right now this side is lit, but this one is not. Not that it really matters. I don't think you guys really want to see me in sharper focus, but still, food for thought. So yeah, I'm just going to keep turning these things pink, so the build and repair system will dismantle it all. And when I'm done, I'll start building from in here somewhere, up in the configuration I showed you, or sort of showed you. I'll show you better once it's actually being built. Oh, I got a little impatient. Decided to sever the drill arm right away from the from the whole rig, and looks like it worked. Gotta paint this whole thing pink now. It should get dismantled all by itself, but maybe because these pistons are owned by me, it won't. I don't know. But no worries. Anyway, just wanted to show you that really quick. I hit the record button as soon as I realized, oh, I'm doing something that might be interesting. But, oh well. Alright, on we go. More pinking. For the Pinkinator! Alright, so now that I'm kind of back to more or less where I was, at least in the beginning of the design phase, I'll show you what I started with. So I decided that I wanted at the bottom to have some of the storage for this particular station slash ship. My intention is to have a core that kind of goes up in a this way direction that is full of what was it, assemblers, but around the front whatever you want to call it, around the outside, I should say, sorry, it should have a bunch of refineries. So that what will happen is, at the top, something will drop off material that'll go into the refineries. The material kind of gets stored here, or at least this will be a sort of a halfway point for it, before going on to become material through the assemblers. So I'm probably going to, once this is in space, I'll extend these downwards so there's a lot more storage room. For right now...
Energy critical.
Oh, energy critical. For right now, I'm just going to put the 4 there so I know where they're supposed to be. And I can add more after the fact. Now I know roughly how many refineries I want, and it's going to be a fairly ridiculous number. Because, I mean, if you're going to do something like a large grid rover, may as well make it ridiculous, right? Well, I did, and I paid for that. Probably going to pay for this too, but there it is. As soon as we're charged up here, like maybe now, we're going to go back and I will continue with that. There's not really much to show you at this moment. As I said, I've got an idea and I had a plan in mind that I kind of calculated off camera, as it were, as to how I wanted to configure the refineries in particular, and that's kind of what dictated the rest of the design. At least for the bottom section, the utility? No, not utility. Processing. The processing section of this particular build. Anyway, let me get some refinery set up on here and I'll show you a bit better what I mean. Alright, so. I mean, you can see kind of what I was going for here. This whole ring around. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 refineries per ring. And I plan on eventually having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rings, which would give me a total of 20 refineries, which is overkill, honestly, but I don't know, the symmetricality of it. Don't judge me. Stop it. Stop judging me. Anyway, I'm going to finish kind of laying out that framework. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and set the build and repair system loose on this and see how much of it we actually have parts for, because we probably don't have enough material for this. Alrighty, well I think that's good enough for today. The build and repair system has made up most everything that's there, except for a few things we're missing, like gold for superconductors and so on, but we'll get that next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you sticking with me. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment and subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. You all have a good one, and I'll see you on the other side.